Hi, this is Amanda Mercado, the Virtual Content Specialist working with the Division of Multilingual Learners and the Arriba la Lectura curriculum. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can assign a part of the lesson using Nearpod. So as you can see, we are working on a grade 1, week 1, day 3 lesson. So I have made a copy of this lesson and I renamed it. So I named this section, or I named this copy my independent or independiente part because I wanted to focus on the independent work that the students will be completing on their own, and I wanted to give the students options. So looking at the slides, right, the independent practice begins on slide 20. So what I am going to do is delete all of the other slides. Okay, good. So now we only have the 4 slides that are the independent practice portion of this lesson. So after teaching the lesson, and this lesson involves asking and answering questions, so that's going to be your guided practice where the teacher is modeling the strategy of asking and answering questions before, during, and after reading. So the independent part of this lesson is asking the students to do the same, to apply the same strategies of asking and answering questions before, during, and after reading the text. So I wanted to give you options here because this is a first grade lesson. Some of the students are not writing independently just yet, or maybe not able to write complete sentences just yet. So I wanted to give them the opportunity to verbally respond to these questions and share their thinking. So now that I have narrowed it down to the 4 slides that I want the students to work on independently, I'm going to select add-ons and open Nearpod. Okay, so what I would like to do is add an activity. So I'm going to scroll down to the activities, and I'm going to use an open-ended question. Okay, perfect. So now when you ask an open-ended question, you can toggle here to enable student recordings. So let me just go back to the questions that we are asking the students and the work that they need to do independently. So here they are given the directions on what they need to do. Here they are going to be thinking about questions that they have during the reading and at the end of the reading. And it's asking for them to speak to a classmate. So if this is going to be assigned as independent work, the children may not have the opportunity to turn and talk. So that's why this open-ended question is really important, because they can speak their responses and the teacher can share their responses at a later time. So I'm going to toggle that here, and I copied, and now I'm pasting the question here. And now I'm going to save it. Okay, so now you'll see that the prompt, ¿qué preguntas tienes antes, después y al final? And then they'll have the opportunity to verbally record their response or insert their written response. Now here, there's another opportunity that we could have the students speak their response. So here dice, escribe una pregunta que hiciste durante la lectura y la respuesta. So I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to, again, add an activity, an open-ended question. And I'm going to write it here. And again, I'm going to enable that and save. Okay, so now you'll see that question is here, and then they will have the Nearpod open-ended question here. And then finally, there's one more independent part, and this is el resumen. So los lectores hacen preguntas antes, durante y después de la lectura para mejor entender lo que leen. Now we have el resumen. Aprendimos que los lectores hacen preguntas antes, durante y después de la lectura para mejor entender lo que leen. And here they can jot down preguntas que podemos hacer. So I am going to copy this again. And I'm going to make it again an open-ended question. And I'm going to paste it in. And escribe algunas preguntas que debes hacer. Period. And again, I'm going to toggle that so that they can verbally record their response. Okay. And we just want to make sure that the order is correct, that we see the resumen, and then we see the slide. Perfect. Now we're going to save and go to Nearpod. Very important. If we miss this step, then it will not be added to your Nearpod library. And we want to make sure we're logging in. And we're almost there. Okay, so now we can take a preview of it and make sure that we have it set just the way that we want. And again, when you're using Nearpod, you do have the option of launching it live or student paced. So my thinking is if you want to do the student paced, right, this you could just assign in your Google Classroom after teaching the lesson, and the students will have access. So we're in preview mode, and we have here Trabajo Independiente, and then here's the open-ended question. And the students have to select Allow in order for them to be able to record their response. Then we have Verificar Comprensión. Escribe una pregunta que hiciste durante la lectura y la respuesta. And perfect, you see that the record audio is on. Y finalmente, el resumen. And again, we want to make sure that that record is on. So now this lesson is ready to launch. And as I said, you have options on how you want to launch the lesson. So with Nearpod, they do give you the option of live participation, and that would be the join code, or you can email it, you can link it, you can share the link, you can post it in your Google Classroom, or you can use Microsoft Teams. So you do have the option of launching it live with the students if this is something that you want to do together with them, or you have the option of assigning the activity to the students. It will record the students who have completed their work, and it will give you a progress report. So I hope that you have enjoyed learning how you can use Nearpod to record the students' responses, and I look forward to showing you more lessons.